Hey, what's going on, everybody? And welcome back to Guitar of the Week. How long has it been since I've said that? It's been forever. Really sorry, guys. You know, we went probably 6 months there without doing one of these, but I've got some pretty cool stuff lined up, and that's why we're going to bring this back, because I've got, between me purchasing some stuff and working on some stuff for friends, I've got some really sweet stuff lined up for you guys. And I figured, well, we may as well bring this back to, document some of these amazing guitars and various instruments. So, for those of you that haven't seen Guitar of the Week, welcome. Like I say, probably about 6 months ago to a year, I don't know. We started this series where we talk about vintage guitars. I mean, most of the time they're vintage, kind of golden era Gibson, 1950s, pre-CBS Fender, that kind of stuff. When I can. We did about 25, 26 something episodes before, and they were really popular. I mean, people seem to enjoy them, so we've brought it back, and we're going to do it again. Last episode, however long ago it was a beautiful 1958 Fender Telecaster. And today, we're going to go check out something very similar. Let's go check it out. Alright guys, here we are. So just a modern tweed case with this one. But what's inside is actually quite old. This is from 1960. We have a slab board Fender Telecaster, refinished in custom color Fiesta red. Isn't that cool? Oop, focus. There we go. So yeah, I mean, we got slab board Tele, clay dots, nice thick Brazilian rosewood fretboard, obviously, and just a sweet guitar. The neck finish is original on this one. So sometime in the past, this thing had kind of a crappy refinish. When I got it, it was a mess. It actually belongs to a friend of mine, Pat, cool collector, always has a lot of neat guitars. And he bought this thing, and it was, like I say, it was just a disaster. It was disassembled. The body looked horrible. So we decided to send the thing to Lay's Guitar up in Akron, Ohio, and they did a beautiful Fiesta red refinish. Just a light relic, some checking dings and stuff. So just a body refin, and then it got sent back to me to get it all put together and wired up and stuff. But yeah, cool guitar. So the 58 Tele we did had a maple neck, obviously. Well, starting sometime in 1959, Fender switched, as most of you know, to the thick slab board Brazilian rosewood. And that's what this is. A lot of people really like these early slab boards. They're really cool. They made them up through late 62, I believe. And that's when they switched to the thinner laminate rosewood boards. But these are really desirable guitars, guys. Even in this sort of condition. It's a nice player. You can take it out and gig with it and not have to worry about it. So pickup-wise, the original pickups were gone when we got it. But it's got a flat pole in it. So, that works. Flat pole piece pickup, for those of you who don't know, is the Blackguard pickup. It's the earlier, 50 to, when did they stop that? 55, I think they stopped the flat pole. Maybe 54, I can't remember. Anyways, but yeah, really great sounding pickup. And then we just have a reproduction in the neck made by Brand Wound Pickups until we can find an original one for it. So, cool guitar. Let's go plug this thing in, shall we? Alright guys, here we are with the 1960 Fender Telecaster, refinished in Fiesta red. We are going into an Ampeg Super Rocket today for our clean sound. We have this 1954 flat pole bridge pickup just twanging away here. We're pretty brutally honest clean here. It's really going to show my little foibles with chicken picking. But we're going to give it a shot, so let's have a listen, shall we? wasn't too bad. I was expecting much worse than that, actually. My playing, not the guitar, obviously. The guitar sounds amazing. Didn't have a compressor or anything on, no pedals for that. We are running the Ampeg through a Marshall 4x12 cabinet, and it just sounds immense. We'll use some gain sounds here in a little bit, but first let's just talk a little bit more about this thing. So at this era, we have kind of just a normal C-shaped neck. It's a little skinny at the nut, but it kind of gets a little chunkier as you go up. Almost identical profile to the 58 Tele, because obviously before that one we'd had the V-shaped neck, 56 and 57, which I am very partial of. Love those necks. Like the 1956 Stratton Tele necks are just some of the most comfortable necks in the entire universe for me. But in 58 they go to that sort of C shape and they run with that for a little while. This one is no exception. Beautiful Brazilian rosewood fretboard. Weight-wise, probably about average. Maybe a little bit on the heavy side for one of these, but it's still really comfortable. It's not a boat anchor by any means. We got our single line Kluson tuners. At this era, we have steel saddles on the bridge versus the brass of the black guards. Other than that, just great. Like I say, we got that 54 flat pole pickup. The neck pickup is a brain and wound. We based that on the specs out of the Nacho Blackguard book. So we wound it to that sort of specification. So it's kind of a match to the bridge pickup, and sounds really good. Eventually, like I say, he might put an original pickup in this, but they're kind of hard to find. They're not easy to come by. We were looking all over the place for an original stagger, because this is supposed to have a staggered pole piece pickup in it with a black bottom, and those are like impossible to find. You find one of those, you're going to pay $1,500, $1,600, $1,700 for it. It's just stupid. Flat poles aren't much cheaper, but actually they're more, but everybody likes a good flat pole, huh? So, and the guitar's not original anyway, so it doesn't really matter. It's been refinished, so you can pretty much do whatever you want with it. And the dark circuit's gone, because who needs a dark circuit when you have a refinished guitar? Don't need that stopping you. So, let's go play this thing with some gain sounds, shall we? Alright guys, we're on the dirty channel of the Ampeg now. We're just going to end it on a gainy sort of note. We don't have too much gain here. It's probably about halfway up. And it just sounds really lovely. So yeah, let's have a listen, shall we? And that is all you need for rock and roll, is a flat pole bridge pickup. Let's just listen to that again. Wait, ready? Yeah, that's what those do. It's wonderful. I think my tremolo is on. That's okay. Anyways, there you have it, 1960 Fender Telecaster in Fiesta Red. And now this thing can go back to its owner after I've had my little bit of fun with it. So, we will see you guys, hopefully, next week. Take it easy, guys.